Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today I have a few things that I want to get out and get done today. I'm going to be working on the water wheel. I'm going to be replacing the wheel bearings on that and getting that up and running. And then I'm going to finish up some of the raised beds that I have that I'm going to be putting in for the vegetable garden. And then I also am going to be working on the arbor that I have back here. I'm going to paint it to match the planter wall that I have next to it, so that it'll match. And I'm going to be planting white roses this spring on that. So I wanted it to be a dark color so that the roses will really stand out on it. But the first thing that I'm going to be working on is the raised beds for the vegetable garden. So let me go ahead and take you back there and show you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, these are the beds that I'm going to be working on today. There's 6 of them. I have 4 that are 6 by 3 foot. And then I have 2 that are 3 by 3. And I'm going to be doubling these. So I'm going to end up with 8 6 by 3 beds and 4 3 by 3 beds once it's all said and done. But I just have these built right now, and I'm going to do another video when I build the other 6. But today what I'm going to be doing, these were built last year, and they're built out of cedar pickets, and they've really held up well. I mean, they've discolored a little bit, but I'm going to be coming through and staining them the dark brown color so that they'll look a little bit better. And on the inside, the extra picket pieces that were cut, they were put in on the sides to help strengthen the sides up. And in the corners, I have 1x4s. You can probably see this one over here a little bit better. That holds the corners together. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be cleaning these up. They're pretty dirty from sitting out all winter. So I'm going to get them all washed down and cleaned up and then let them dry. And then I'm going to be staining them that dark brown color on the outside. And then once I'm done with this, I'll show you where these are going to be going once I have that area prepared. Alright, so I got all 6 of them cleaned up. It really didn't take long at all. 2 of them I had to use the jet setting on the sprayer because those are the 2 that were sitting on the actual ground. The other ones were sitting up on those 2. So the bottom 2 were a little bit dirtier than all the rest, but all the other ones were really easy to clean up. And I set it on this tarp instead of setting it on the regular ground so that they don't get dirty again before I'm ready to stain them. I'll probably leave these sitting like this overnight and let them dry, and then tomorrow I'll come out and stain them the dark color. So the next thing that I'm going to be working on is this arbor. It's going to be going down there next to the planter wall. And instead of going through and staining this with a brush, I thought it would be a lot easier to just come in and spray it. So this is what I'm going to be using: Rust-Oleum Satin Paint and Primer in one, in the color Espresso Brown. And I've done a test section back here, and I think it's going to match the planter wall very well. All right, I got everything done today, and I really like how this arbor turned out. This color that I picked out matches well with the planter wall, and I like it a lot better than the natural color it was before. The reason why I decided to do a darker color is because I plan on planting white roses, white climbing roses, on both sides so that they'll climb up and over it, and I thought that the white would really stand out up against the dark color of the arbor. I also came in and put some concrete down in the bottom just to help secure it, and that metal piece right there will be coming out. I just have it there right now holding it down because it's kind of windy out today. So now all I need to do is just finish the rest of the planter wall, and this project will be complete. So now let me go ahead and take you in the backyard and show you the raised beds and the water wheel. Well, first, here's an update on the hibiscus. I pulled these out of their containers last fall. We had some freezing rain coming in, and they had some ice on their leaves. And I was afraid they weren't gonna make it because they can't survive freezing temperatures. This variety can't anyway. And they're still doing good. They're not blooming right now. Today it got up into the 70s, so I decided to bring them out so they can get a little bit more sun. And then I have an olive tree as well that I brought out. I'm definitely ready for the warmer temperatures to stick around. The weather has been getting a lot warmer, and it hasn't gotten as cold at night. Like for the rest of this week, and I think next week, we're not even going to get down below freezing, so spring is definitely on its way. But here are the raised beds. I'm out of stain, so I'm going to have to, and the sun is setting, so it's kind of shining funny on the beds right now. I'm out of stain, so I'm gonna have to go get some more, and I'll probably do another coat because this coat is pretty light, but I'm really liking how they're turning out. They're gonna look really good over in that area. This area over here is where the beds are gonna be going. Now, don't mind the mess. I have this stuff piled up over here because I'm gonna be burning out this stump before long. I wasn't able to do it today because it got too windy, and I'm not gonna risk a grass fire. That would not be good. So I just have all this stuff right here so I can burn it and burn this stump down. And then this area is where the raised beds are going to be going. It gets full sun pretty much all day, except about right now. When the sun is setting, it gets a little bit of shade in the evenings. But other than that, it gets pretty much full sun. So the raised beds for my vegetable garden will do really good here. And then last but not least, my water wheel. In a previous video, I came through and stripped the paint off of it and stained it a different color, a darker color, and I really like how it looks. Maybe if I get over on this side, you can see it a little bit better. Well, the sun is not cooperating with me today. But this dark stain color, it's the same color that I used on the planter wall out front, and it makes it look more natural, I think. So I'm really happy with that. I was going to replace the wheel bearings on it. As you can see, the wheel bearings are pretty rusted up, and I've got to get those replaced so it'll turn whenever I get the water hooked up. But I wasn't able to get the wheel bearings this week. My brother actually picked some up for me. So this weekend, whenever I go over there, I'll pick those up from him. Things are really starting to come together. I've still got a ton of work to do, but I don't mind. It just gives me more opportunities to make videos. But spring is right around the corner, and I cannot wait to get out and start planting things in the ground. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.